from the Piedmont News Channel, this is the Fox 8 Morning News at 7.
We were talking about taxes over here. Sorry, you caught us off guard here, but you know taxes, the forms start coming in the mail, and a lot of people stress out about that. We both said that, you know, it is one of the most stressful times of the year, but it doesn't have to be. We're going to make it easy. Sarah Welch from Buttoned Up is here with some ideas on how to get organized. Good morning once again.
Good morning.
And this is the one thing that people don't like to think about, but you should be thinking about,
You
right?
really should. I mean, if you were one of those people sprinting to the post office at midnight on the 14th last year and swearing that you were
You'll never do it again.
ever going to do that to yourself again.
Well, you're about to do it again. Okay.
Well, hopefully not. With a few simple steps that you can take starting now, you should actually be a lot more sane come tax time.
I like this.
So,
That's kind of zen
taxes.
Okay.
So the first thing you do, you're going to be getting a lot of forms and things coming in the mail,
statements and things like that
over the next couple of weeks and months. As they come in the door, just have a file prepared and ready to put them away. We have one called the Tax.Filer that's basically pre-labeled and ready
You open it up, it's an accordion file like that there.
Yep.
Oops, I knocked it all down.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, it's got sections for where you put your receipts. Is it related to money coming in, money going out, money saved?
Or you can get something similar that does the same thing.
Anywhere.
You know.
We picked up these accordion files at Staples.
Yeah.
So
anyway, all this stuff comes in, you put it in the file, you get it organized, right?
just be disciplined. It takes 2 seconds now, but it'll save you a ton of time on the back end come April. They estimate, you know, you could be wasting up to an hour a day in the weeks before, you know, you're preparing your taxes, hunting around for these things
Looking
that have
for all
been
the
coming
stuff.
in the door now.
Okay, and you got some receipts over here. Everybody's got receipts for this and that and the other, right?
You mentioned you had a shoebox. I think, you know, a lot of us do.
Several shoe boxes, yeah.
It's one of those things where if you start to take bite-sized chunks of those stacks of receipts and start now to file them in something like this, and as you're doing it, just take a pen or a highlighter pen and basically mark what is this receipt related to.
The Sharpie, like, you make the big letters on it, and it helps you to organize.
Exactly.
I know
so
where it goes now.
And so that you're not trying to figure it out when you're sleep deprived and stressed out come April 14th.
Makes sense. This makes sense. And what do the wine glasses have to do with this?
The wine glasses are a reward for all of your good work.
You don't want to do that before you do your taxes.
No, the reward comes after giving yourself 1 week, whether it's in January or February, where you're going to take somewhere between 15 to 30 minutes every day in that week and do a little bit each day.
Write it on the calendar. I know that I'm going to do it that week.
We talked about that in the first segment.
Making time for this stuff. Plan it. And you got the whole week. I do 30 minutes a day. And
tackle your shoebox, put stuff in the files, and then
the wine.
Have a glass of wine.
And that's
pat
the
yourself
celebration.
on the back.
There you go. See? It really isn't that difficult.
So
But as you said, write it on the calendar, make time, get organized, put it in the file. And that way your tax person doesn't go crazy, or you don't go crazy if you're going to do your own taxes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tell you what, we really are helping you get organized. At 8:15 though, the tips everyone in a hurry needs to hear. 10 things you can do to get organized in 5 minutes. You're going to love this. In the meantime, need more information about getting organized? Check out our website, getbuttonedup.com. We've got a link on our morning news page.
Okay, this morning we have been giving you advice on how to get organized in the new year. 5 minutes. All you need is 5 minutes, and Sarah Welch can tell you how to do 10 things to get you organized. Are you ready?
10 things, yes. You can get really very organized in just little bite-sized amounts of time. So, number one thing you can do is we all have phones and voicemail, and voicemail piles up because we don't necessarily check it. This is something you can do standing in the grocery store line. Just call your voicemail, check and delete all of the old voicemails. Another thing you can do in a 5-minute window of time, and this is great actually sometimes during commercial breaks, is take a stack of photos that you've got and a photo album and put them in there. And you don't have to do it all in one go. You don't have to do it all in one go is basically the idea there. Next thing you can do is what we call the trash relay, that, you know, run around the house, empty all the trash cans and throw them out. So that's another easy thing you can do to get organized. Another thing is sort your mail. It can take a couple of minutes, and it's, you know, it's the kind of thing that a couple of minutes, 5 minutes a day can save you a lot of time over a week or 2 weeks. because you're not standing in, looking at a pile of mail that's going to take you half an hour to go through. Another thing you can do in a quick 5 minutes is go through the refrigerator and toss all of those.
I did that yesterday, yay.
We all have them lurking somewhere in the back of your fridge, those nasty items that should just go.
From July, I had something.
Gross.
Yeah, nasty.
Another thing that is good to do in a 5-minute window is just clean out a bathroom drawer. Whether it's things like Q-tips that you can put away, throw away, or organize, it just takes 5 minutes.
Cool.
Another really great thing to do is take 5 minutes and look for this coming month. Who are all the people in your family and really good friends that have birthdays or anniversaries or special days coming up that you want to take the time to just drop them a line or remember them on their big day? We have a little thing called Dates to Remember. It's a book with every day of the year on it and an emergency stash of cards that makes it easy to do just that.
Very cool.
Another thing that you can do is go through the dreaded email inbox and try to clean that up a little bit.
You don't want to know.
That can be, if you sat down to do it all in one go, something that could take you multiple hours to go through. So do it in bite-sized chunks. And another thing that you can do is what we talked about a little bit in the last segment, which is taking the time to fill out some of your important information so that you're prepared in the event of emergency. And it's not sitting down to tackle the whole thing, but taking a form like an emergency form and basically coming up with an emergency plan for your family. You can do that in 5 to 10 minutes.
Very cool. Lots of good ideas there. You can find them all online.
You can find them all online. I think I forgot one. I think it was return phone calls.
There you go.
That's another thing you can do. So
you can get it all online at getbuttonedup.com.
Yep.
And we have created a link from our website, myfoxwghp.com. Great information this morning. Hope you can get organized. It only takes 5 minutes in some instances, and it's going to do you a world of good. Thanks so much for coming and sharing with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.